Hey there, my name's Curtis Lucas, and you're watching Empire Building. I know I've been away for a little while, but the truth is I've been pretty hard at work behind the scenes, and I've got something very special coming very soon. This past Monday, I took a trip down to Medicine Hat and toured Hut 8's facilities. I'm currently working on putting that together as part of a deep dive into Hut 8 and their operations. But seeing as how I haven't uploaded a video since last Thursday, when we all saw that now infamous Elon candle. So I'm sure at least some of you are wondering what happened to that trade.
See what had happened at first was...
So in the interest of full disclosure, I will admit I let that one get away from me. And it expired worthless.
You maniacs! You blew it up! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
This is obviously not something I'm proud of, because had I sold at the exact open, it would have been worth nearly $50,000. But instead, it expired worthless. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the risk when trading options. Unlike when you just hold the stock itself, you can just simply wait longer. There is nobody forcing you to sell. Now, at the time, my mindset was simply telling me that, well, we often have morning sell-offs, and the momentum from that move because of Elon Musk, I thought pretty deep down that it was going to continue. And when it became clear that that wasn't going to happen, I at least thought at some point I would get a bounce and I'd wait for that. Of course, that also did not happen, and we simply bled out throughout the entire day, as I don't have to tell anyone watching this video. So, damn, Elon, what's up with that? I mean, you go out and make an announcement like that, make a move like that, move the markets, and then where's the follow-through? He did, however, recently get on Clubhouse and announce that he, in fact, is a supporter of Bitcoin.
What do you think of cryptocurrency? What do you think of Bitcoin? What do you think of other cryptocurrencies? We'd love to get your take on the entire thing.
Well, yeah, I got to watch what I say here, because some of these things can really move the market. So, first of all, I should say, like, many friends of mine have tried to convince me to get involved in Bitcoin for a long time, like from when it first just popped, it popped out there. And a friend of my bully, he actually had Bitcoin cake, a cake that was like had a big sort of Bitcoin symbol on it, and he fed me a slice of Bitcoin cake in 2013. So, I mean, clearly I should have at least bought some Bitcoin 8 years ago. Like, what more do people need to do? Like, Jesus, talk about being late. Talk about being late to the party. So I was a little slow on the uptake there. My apologies. But I think about it a fair bit. But I do at this point think Bitcoin is a good thing. So I am a supporter of Bitcoin. Like I said, I'm late to the party, but I'm a supporter of Bitcoin. And I think Bitcoin is really on the verge of getting broad acceptance by sort of the conventional finance people,
To this day, Elon Musk has made no such announcement that he has purchased any Bitcoin, either personally or through Tesla or any of its other companies. So, yeah, as it stands, I wish I had better news. I wish it felt better than it does. But these things sometimes will happen, especially when you're learning something new. Failure is a part of that process. The biggest lesson I took away from this is if you find yourself in that position, on the day a contract expires and you are in the money, just sell the damn thing. Maybe it goes higher from there, maybe not. But the risk of it dropping is certainly not worth losing everything. Because, as I said, you can't just hold longer. So I took that lesson and I rolled right into the next one. I bought another 100 contracts expiring this Friday, which quickly entered into the money earlier this week, and I sold it today for a mere 25% gain, but it's certainly nothing I'm going to complain about. I then took those gains and rolled them into yet another 100 contracts expiring next week. These are all still relatively short-term trades, so they do carry with it a significant amount of risk. But considering that we did break out of that downtrend, and Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, has also broken out into new all-time highs just within the last couple of days. My view on this is extremely bullish. And the environment that we find ourselves in today, with the movement surrounding GameStop and people's mentality toward the traditional financial markets, I, for one, believe that this will only drive more and more people into the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin environment. Having said that, there are no guarantees. And this is why, if you are choosing to invest in these and you are attempting to use options as a part of that strategy, it's probably not a good idea to make it your only strategy. Throughout the last 3 years, there have been many times in the past where it really felt like we were catching ground. It really felt like we were gaining some kind of traction, only to have it shot right back down in our faces. Now, being at all-time highs yet again, it certainly does feel a little bit different. But that doesn't mean that things can't go against us, at least in the short term. I find that I even have to keep catching myself from getting overly optimistic. I have a tendency to do that. I know this about myself. I would love to be able to just sit here and claim that we're headed for new all-time highs and all the blockchain stocks are going to be seeing those 100 and 200% gains in just a short couple of weeks. It's possible, but none of this is written in stone. But I am excited that we are reaching that period where we are going to start to hear about some of these companies posting their revenues. And my prediction is we're going to start seeing that time after time, each one of these publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies are holding on to their Bitcoin. We did see that there was a lot of selling through the F2 mining pool over the past few weeks. But considering a lot of these mining companies have been raising cash and they're trying to attract additional institutional investors, there's little motivation for them to sell off their Bitcoin. Some of these other private miners may be doing that so they could raise their own capital to turn around and try to acquire additional Bitcoin mining hardware. It's difficult to say, but it does provide a pretty good explanation as to why we've seen the kind of selling pressure that we have seen so far. But sooner or later, you have to imagine that that's eventually going to stop. I have a lot of content planned over the next short little while, so I'm going to be working very hard to put out as many videos as I can, as quickly as I can. So if you're enjoying the videos, then please keep an eye out for those. If you haven't hit the notification bell, go ahead and do that so you don't miss any of the videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's all for this one. Now let's get back to empire building.